of the iceberg of a few of my students in the background here. People going from 0 to 5K a day. People going from 0 to 100K a day. People going from 2K to six K. A lot of insane stories. You're gonna hear a few of them very soon. But I'm super excited. I just want you guys to give me a one in the chat box. If you can hear me, give me a one in the chat box. Just so I know that I'm not talking to a wall here. And maybe even let me know the name of the of your country, wherever you're logging in from. I see. What's up, Ahmed? What's up, Johan? What's up, Mark? Joseph? Gal? Michael? Super excited to have all of you. I see we have people from Canada, United Kingdom, New York, California. I'm actually in California now. I'm in LA. I just rented a cool apartment here. I'll be here for a few months for business. And I've actually noticed that I really like this city. Super centered. A lot going on here. I see people from Saudi Arabia, Israel, all over the world. Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna get started in a second. And for those of you that don't know me, don't worry. I'm gonna introduce myself shortly as well. But with that being said, I know that this is probably not the first webinar that you've been to, and if this is the first webinar that you've been through, awesome, you're gonna have an amazing time. But for those of you that probably have already been in a few webinars, it was important for me to explain to you why this webinar is worth your time. Because if you're like me, you don't like to waste your time. Your time is valuable. So it was really important for me to basically talk about this and to show you results from people that attended the last webinar. Okay, because what we're going to talk about is a practical strategy that you can start applying the second you finish this webinar. For example, we got Jade here going from 0 to $27,000. Well, he actually didn't start from zero. He was already making, I think, a few hundreds. but he was able to generate $27,000 in one day with only 3.5K ads. And now, for those of you that have been doing this for a while, you know that this ROI is insane. So that's about Jade. We have another one here that went from zero. This is actual $0 to $5,000 in 4 days using the exact strategies on this webinar. Okay, you can see from August 6th to August 11th, going from 0 to $5,000 in one day using these scaling strategies. Or Philippe here that finally has his first $1,000 day. Okay, it's not only about the huge numbers, we still congratulate the smaller players as well. And here's a nice photo that I got from Nav Gosel, where he basically shows me how he was able to scale his store to a total of $383,000 in 6 months, which is amazing. This is from this simple system. So if you were considering just to check it out for a few minutes and see if it's worth your time, then trust me when I say it is worth your time. If you like money. If you don't like money, then that's a whole different story. But if you're like me, you like money, and that's what we're going to talk about in this webinar. So I'm going to take a quick sip of water and we're going to just jump right to it. So here's another cool screenshot, by the way. 0 to 7K in 2 weeks. Now this is actually 0 from August 1 to August 15. Crazy numbers. And this is the most insane story that I got. This is from $10,000 to $150,000 in one day. Now, guys, just quick disclaimer: these results are not typical. Don't think that you're just gonna, after this webinar, go to your store, open a Shopify store, start running some ads, and then boom, you'll be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. Definitely not. This particular person has a team. He's been doing this for a while, but it was really important for me to show you this, just to show you basically what's possible, that there is no limits to this system. There is no limit to what you can achieve. This is probably the highest success story that I got. You can see that from $10,000 in one day to $150,000 using the same exact system. A person that goes from 1,000 to 5,000, a person that goes from 10,000 to 150,000 is using the same system. It's just on a different scale. Again, these results are not typical. Don't expect to make $100,000 tomorrow, but it's just goes to show you what is possible and what are the limits. Now, how do I know this? How am I so good with this? Because I do this. Okay, I live by this. I do this day in, day out. Facebook ads is my passion. Facebook ads is what I've been doing for years. Facebook advertising is what I've been teaching for years. It's what I wake up in the morning and what I go to sleep with. Here's one of my payment processors where I generated a full $620,000 on Stripe. Of course, there's much more on PayPal, but I'm not going to push all of these numbers on you. I don't want to overwhelm you too much. But it's really important for me to show you this so you understand and know that you're in good hands. And the best thing is that I've done all of this while traveling around the world. Now, for those of you that know me a bit more, know that I'm super super active on like Instagram and Snapchat, and I show my daily life. And it's not that I'm 8. It's not that I'm 18 hours a day on my computer. It's not. A lot of people think that to generate this, or to even generate a tenth of this, you have to be worth working 16, 18 hours a day, and you can't do it as a part time thing. So I'm here to prove something to you that it is possible. And I've been doing this while traveling around the world. I've been traveling for a few years now, and I just really love traveling. It's it's not even about the money for me anymore. It's about the lifestyle. It's about knowing that I can do what I love while making this money. So I've been traveling for a few years here now. The right picture is me in Thailand. I got a GoPro attached to my head, a nice smoothie, a strawberry smoothie. Middle photo is in California and Yosemite Falls. And the left photo is me in business class to show you actually I like that luxurious lifestyle as well. Not because of the not because of the business class, but just because I can actually work and sleep. So don't take me as a that spoiled brat. The main reason is just so I can have some Wi-Fi. And really work peacefully. And here's another cool photo that I took where I masterminded with a lot of 6, 7, and even 8 figure earners. And this is, I think, in Bali, if I'm not mistaken, Bali, Indonesia. So there's a lot of cool people here. You've heard about Dimitri Skiadis, Commerce, Donald Wilson, a lot of big earners. And that is easy for me because basically it's all about the amount that I spend and my students and you will eventually spend and how much you will be bringing in. So you can see here me spending $870 bringing in 22,000, me spending $800 bringing in 12,000, me spending $627 and bringing in 2,000. You can see the amount spent on the left and the amount spent on the right. Now, in a nutshell, if you don't understand, you want to put in money and you want to take out more money, right? It's like you want to put $10 and bring back $100. You want to put $100 and bring back $500, and so on and so on. And when you know your numbers, then it's super simple. You just need to know your numbers and you need to know what everything is worth to you. More importantly, this is the system in a nutshell. It's testing an X amount of products for $10 to $30. And when I say test, I'm saying like you find a product, you want ads to it, Facebook ads, and you let it run for a few days, a couple days, running it for an investment of $10 to $30 per product, and you shut off whatever doesn't convert. Okay, we're going to talk about how to know what converts and what doesn't convert, or how to even know if a product is good before even letting it run for a few days, and then you scale whatever works. Okay, whatever all the numbers that you've seen here are just scales of products that have worked. Okay, that's in a nutshell. Now, if you know how to find products to test, right? If you knew how to read Facebook ad metrics, if you knew how to scale winners, could you make money and grow your business? It's a pretty rhetorical question. Of course you can, because that's what you need to make a lot of money. You need to know what products to test. You need to know how to read the metrics of Facebook, okay, to know if a product is a winner or if a loser. And then you need to know how to scale the winners. Okay, it's super simple. It's really an ABC system. Once you know this, you can start applying it immediately. Okay. Now, good, because that's exactly what you're going to see now, and nothing is going to be held back. And why is this really different? Okay, now a lot of people think that Facebook ads is saturated. Facebook ads is an old thing. Facebook ads is something that is of the past. A lot of competitors come into Facebook. Facebook ads doesn't work. And I'm going to prove you wrong, because the reason this is different is because if you've actually struggled to build a loophole business, it's really not your fault. It's because usually people just don't know how to get started. People don't know how to run the Facebook ads correctly, or really what to do and how to do. They need that guidance. If you've struggled knowing how to define a winning product from a losing product, it's not your fault. People don't teach that. They don't tell you this is what works, this is what doesn't. Now this is in theory. Okay, it's not something that I'm talking about that maybe works, maybe doesn't. It's fact. It's simple math. It's simple statistics. I'm a very, very, very analytical guy. I don't like theory. I don't like guessing. I don't like things that are maybe. I like doing one thing and knowing what the result is to that. And that's a simple process that I've built. I can call it a loophole, but the thing is that it's math, it's statistics. It's a simple process that allows you to grow super fast, regardless of finding a niche, luck, or even with a brutal learning curve. Okay, that's what's so amazing with Facebook advertising. It's the only platform of this 21st century era where you can actually do these types of things. And this is actually what the gurus are doing. Okay, this is what the gurus are. I put gurus like in quotation marks because I don't like that word, but this is what the so-called gurus are doing. And every other business, to be honest, they put in an X amount of money and they want to make an X amount back. After today's webinar, getting traffic, sales, and scaling will be common sense and super easy for you, even in the next 7 days, if not tomorrow, to be honest. Now, my main goal for this webinar is I'm going to show you how to test products with a minimal investment. Okay, super important that it's a minimal investment so anybody can get started. I'm going to show you how you divide a winning product from a losing product. How to know what is a winning product before you spend money on it from a losing product. And I'm going to show you how to scale those winning products to $100,000 plus a month, or even sometimes 7 figures. Okay, some of the numbers that you've seen before are that last screenshot was a 7-figure scale. Remember the 10K to 150K a day? That's a 7-figure scale. But I'm not gonna say that every product is a 7-figure. Not every winning product is a 7-figure scale. Some products are only $20,000. Some of them are $50,000. Some of them are over $100,000. You're going to know the exact system that me and my students use over and over again. I know this sounds pretty weird, but it's not. Okay, it's really not. It's a proven system, and I can keep showing you results like a detail here on the left, going from complete zero to $8,000 in 1 day, or Lizna going from 1.5K to 6K in 1 day. And if you stay until the end, for those of you that stay until the very end, I'm going to give you my $97 training course called Targeting Formula, where it's basically a short video program where I show you how to target your ads, how to do very, very good targeting, what I use to target my ads, which is a super big bottleneck with a lot of advertisers. Okay, so stick until the end, you get free access to this $97 training course. So who am I? Okay, really short, who am I? For those of you that don't know me. My name is Ben Malol, and I'm a 7-figure Facebook marketer. This is what I've been doing. This is what I live. This is what I breathe. This is what I give speeches, lectures about to businesses, to marketing agencies. This is what I do. I've been featured on the Huffington Post as well as how how I'm changing the game basically in marketing in the social world. I've given dozens of different lectures about Facebook advertising in Israel, in LA, in New York, all around, sometimes in Europe, all around the United States. I'm going soon to Texas as well. This is what I do. So understand that what I'm talking about has been proven over and over again, not only to myself, but to my students. Now I'm generating currently about 200 to 300,000 dollars per month doing this, running Facebook ads for clients and from students that are joining my programs. I'm having currently thousands of students in my programs, everything from my Facebook ads programs to my smaller programs, and I've actually founded the largest Facebook advertising support group in the world that currently has over 35,000 members. You can see that at the bottom. It's called the Facebook ads group. I'm pretty sure most of you are already in this group, but if you're not, feel free to join. Super supportive group. I publish their weekly content. Everybody is super helpful. I have hundreds of success stories. Some even say that I have the most success stories in the industry, and I've spent over $10 million in Facebook advertising for myself and for my